everyone. So today I'm going to be sharing my January favorites with you guys. I hope all of you guys are having a very lovely day today. So let's see, what am I going to talk about first? I think we're going to talk about skincare first. I feel like I have a lot of stuff. Bear with me. Okay, so the first thing here is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Yes, guys, I had to cave. I had to get this. But this is so lovely. If you have dry skin, I would say you need it in your life. I mean, I need it in my life. But it's totally up to you. I mean, I don't think that you would love this if you have oily skin, just because this isn't one of those mists that really absorb into your skin really quickly. It does leave like this really nice sheen or glow to your face, and I love that because I feel like I have really dull skin, and because since my skin is dry, sometimes it can be a bit textured. So this just gives my skin a very healthy appearance, and I love it. And I'm going to spray it right now because I can't help myself. And the mist of this is really fine, and it smells so good. It smells like a spa. I just love this so much. Yes, it is pricey, but I don't know. I would say try it if you have dry skin. If you have normal to oily skin, then I would say skip on it. But yeah, I love the glow. And I totally forgot to wear highlights today, but this is doing it for me. Okay, so this is another skincare product that I have to mention. I did already mention this in a previous video, my skincare routine, but I have to mention it again because this is fairly new to my routine and I just absolutely love it. This is the Coop Raw Sauce, and this is 100% Acer Maple Water. And this is a very thin consistency. I would even say it's a little bit more thinner than a serum, and you guys know that serums are super thin because they're really potent and they're meant to really sink into the skin. So this is a little bit thinner than that, I want to say. But that is the, you're probably not going to see that. This is the consistency. So it is slightly thicker than water, but it absorbs so nicely. So anyways, this is meant to be kind of like a primer. It's like a skincare primer. So it's meant to help absorb all of your skincare. So it's meant to amplify all of the benefits of your skincare. So this is a product that you put on before your serum and after your toner. And it's just a really nice step, and I feel like I have noticed a difference. I feel like all of my products just work so much better with that product, and it also is just a boost of hydration, so I love it. This next product is going to be probably weird for some of you guys, but this is the Feel Like Honeymoon Skin Base from Touch in Sol. And this is really interesting because this is a skincare product, but it's also a primer. So you can use this before your foundation, or you can use this as just a simple moisturizer. So this is super hydrating, which I love, and it's just a weird product because it's so goopy and it does have a very honey-like consistency to it, and it's almost like a gel-like primer, but it's like super, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just very bouncy. Woo! What I love about this particular primer is that this is the only primer that allows me to wear matte foundations. You guys know I absolutely detest matte foundations, but this is the one product that makes them look so beautiful on my skin. And I have very textured, nasty crocodile skin because my skin is so dry, but this truly helps. And I love just using this as a simple moisturizer because it just leaves a really nice glow. Let me give you like an up close of my hand. Hopefully you can see the glow. Now, because this is like a gel-like primer, it does leave a tacky film on your skin, so do keep that in mind. But that does help to make your foundation adhere to your skin and last longer. So this is definitely a beautiful product, and it's so unique. And the reason why I even purchased this was because I had gotten a sample of the YSL 2G Cloud Blurring Primer, and I thought that it was going to be similar to that because I absolutely fell in love with that, and I don't purchase from YSL, so I wanted to try something that was, or at least looked similar, because this has like little gold flakes in the bottle. I don't know exactly what the gold flakes do, but nonetheless this is a beautiful product, but it's completely different to the YSL 2G Cloud Blurring Primer. So those are the gold flakes there, if you can see that. This is another product that I absolutely fell in love with, and I did a whole first impressions on this. This is the Physicians Formula Cushion Foundation in SPF 50. The only gripe that I have about this is that it is too dark for me. And I was so shocked because this is medium, and usually medium is just perfect for me. Especially with Physicians formula because they don't go too dark. But I feel like this time they had a little bit more of a shade range, which is awesome. But the color just doesn't fit me quite right. So this is medium, and it is just, I don't know if you can see that, but it is too dark for me. Yeah. So it doesn't quite match me, and it's a little bit too warm for my liking. I do like warm foundations, but I lean more towards beigey foundations just because if they're too warm, then they just look kind of weird on me. But nonetheless, I love the formula of this. I feel like it's super lightweight on the skin. It looks very natural on the skin, and it gives like a slight glow, I want to say. Not a sheen or anything like that because there isn't like any glitter or anything. But I don't know. It doesn't dry to a matte. Like it's more of a satin finish, which I really do like. So this is a really good product. I just have to find one that is more in my shade range. I believe light medium is the one that I'm going to be looking out for. My allergies are getting to me, guys. If my nose is red, that is why. That is why. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is the Madam Glam blush in Sable. And if I could make a blush on my own, this is the color that I would create because it is just, and it is super pigmented, guys. It is just gorgeous. This would also make a beautiful shadow too. But let me swatch this for you guys. Madam Glam blushes are super pigmented. Look at that, guys. And I am just really into these earthy toned blushes, so this is right up my alley. This shade is one of those blushes that just really warm up the cheeks and really transform your face and kind of work kind of like a bronzer does. So I love that. So this is definitely one of my like top 5 favorite blushes of all time, and I do have a lot of blushes in my collection, so that says a lot. But yes, this is super pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. And this is an eyeshadow, but this is the Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in Thunderstruck. And I was recommended to try this out by Elise, the Bubblegum Princess, which I adore. And she told me that this would make an amazing highlight. So I gave it a go, and yes, she is right, people. This makes an amazing highlight, even though I do love this also for my inner corners as well. I'm actually going to pop some on right now because I totally forgot to wear a highlight. But it is super like bam in your face kind of highlight. This probably wasn't the best brush to apply it because it did apply a lot. But can you guys see that? It is so pretty, guys. Down the nose. My Cupid's bow. It just gives like a really nice opalescent luminosity to the cheek. Just the perfect amount of opalescent in my opinion. And I feel like this would be perfect if you're a fair skin girl as well, because it is a much more lighter kind of highlight. But if you still want a like stark highlight, but it's not like overly noticeable, like it would just blend into the skin in my opinion. So yeah, this is a beauty. I have done so many looks using this. This is the Bare Minerals Ready Bronzer in the Skinny Dip. This is actually like a little sample that I got at Ulta, and I love little bronzer samples like this because I can use this as a shadow as well, especially in the crease. But this is the perfect bronzer, guys, and it's not too dark, which I love because honestly I'm not a huge fan of bronzer. I mean, I love it. I love what it does for my face, but I don't have a huge collection of bronzers because I feel like once I have like a bronzer that is just perfection, I don't need like so many because I don't use them up too quickly. But this is just a very light kind of shade, which I like. I have my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, but that can be a bit too dark, and especially for the winter. So this is like the perfect bronzer for all year round, just for a very natural bronze. Okay, so the eye products that I have been loving. So first off is the Kat Von D Interstellar Palette. This is gorgeous and so right up my alley. I love purple shadows, and what I love about this particular palette is that it has cooler warm shadows as well that really go great with purple shadows. And I just love the color combinations that come out of this palette. And every time I wear this, I always get compliments. This is probably the #1 palette that I always get compliments with, which is strange, but I'm not complaining. But this color here is just gorgeous, and it's kind of similar to the Kat Von D metal eyeshadow that I just showed you guys, but more purple. So it does have that beautiful like opalescent to it. I may wear it as a highlight one day. But as of lately, I've been wearing this palette with a shadow from Buxom on the lids, and it just looks so pretty. And it's this purple shadow right here. Let me just pull this out to show you. So here it is. It is Lavish. And this is a beautiful, beautiful purple duochrome. It is so stunning, guys. Hopefully you can see that with my weird hand movements. This purple is absolutely stunning on the lids. If you use any brown on the crease, whether it be cool or a warm toned brown, it is just stunning. I have to mention this. This is the Colourpop and Kathleenlights Where the Night Is collab. And this is gorgeous. It comes with 4 Super Shock shadows, and these colors are just so amazing, so right up my alley. Especially the rosy shades. Like the rosy shades, I can wear these every single day. This one is Weenie, which is a beautiful like lighter pinky kind of rosy shade. And this one is Porter, and this is more of your like deeper cranberry rosy kind of shade, and it is just stunning. And I do have a tutorial on all of these shadows. And then this is Telepathy, which definitely has to be like my all-time favorite Colourpop shadow of life. It is just so unique. It is like a intense chartreuse. It is super, super metallic. Super, super metallic. And I love this as a liner, which is what I did in the tutorial. It is stunning, guys. So I had to give these a mention. Another shadow that I have to give a mention to is this one right here. This is Pegasus from Makeup Geek, and I wore this in my Dreamcatcher tutorial, and I got so many compliments on that look. And it is just a very intense teal. Like, look at that. Like, ba-bam, ba-bam. I don't know, even though it does match my hair, I kind of like that. I don't know. Even though I do like contrasting colors as well, like especially like warmer colors on my face with the contrasting blue-green that I got going on in my hair. But sometimes I like to, you know, match it up. I also have to mention these. These are from Profusion, and these are kind of like dupes, or at least the packaging is kind of like a dupe for the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which is right here. I did bring it out so you can see that they're kind of duping it a little bit. But the product is just amazing. I personally don't mind when a company dupes a product or their packaging. That doesn't really bother me as long as the product works. And I wouldn't say that these are dupes, not at all, but the product inside is really, really nice. So I wanted to give them a little shout out because they are super affordable. You can find these at Five and Below for $5. I think $5 is an amazing price for what they are. So that is what the palette looks like. It does come with a mirror. It also comes with a liner and one of these like dinky brushes here with like the sponge tip applicator, which I'm not a fan of. But the shadows are beautiful, guys. The shadows are super buttery and super pigmented. Let me swatch some for you guys. So this is the taupe. This is the green. And let me swatch this gold here. So they are super pigmented, guys. Most of these do have a sheen to them. Some of them are a satin, but they're lovely nonetheless, and I have been wearing them a lot lately. So this is the other palette. It's a little bit darker. Let me swatch this like purpley maroon kind of shade. Bam. And then the pink one. This one is definitely more colorful, and my favorite one out of this palette would definitely have to be this copper shade. It is just gorgeous. So let me swatch this one. I'll put it right here. It is so pretty, guys. Hopefully you can see that. The other eye product that I want to mention is from e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Under Eye Primer, and this is like a lotiony kind of consistency. It has like a pink sheen to it, and this is really great for your under eyes before you apply your concealer, especially if you have fine lines or your concealer tends to cake up. This is great. You can also put this on top of your concealer if it seems to still cake up, and it will kind of dissolve and kind of blend the concealer much better. So this is definitely a great product, and I definitely have to get backups. Okay, so lastly, lips. So I'm going to share what's on my lips right now because this is a definite favorite. This is the Nars Steven Klein collab, and this is in the shade Redemption, and this is the Killer Shine lipstick. This color is a beautiful like pinky champagne, and it is super glossy, super frosty, so if you're not into that, you would not like this at all. These are for these people that really like comfortable lipsticks and don't mind the like shine or the gloss or even the frost, because some people despise frost. I personally like frosty lipsticks. They don't really bother me. It depends on the color. Like I really like a nude frost. That is my favorite. And if it's slightly pink, that's okay. But if it's like overly like 70s, then I don't like it either. But this is a beautiful color, and I have been having really dry lips lately, and this just makes my lips look really healthy and plump and full, and I love that. Next, the product that I want to talk about is from Madam Glam, and this is a lip lacquer in Sangria, and this is very, very, very opaque. It's very pigmented, and this is a beautiful, gorgeous, like reddened berry kind of shade. It has a beautiful sheen to it as well. So again, if you don't like lip glosses or lip lacquers or anything that's shiny, you wouldn't like this, because I know the matte lip trend is still on full effect. So many people will not like this, but I personally love it, and I've gotten so many compliments when I wear this. And then I got you covered. This is a matte lipstick if you guys love matte. This is the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in Platform. And this is a beautiful nude. It has a warmth to it, which I love. I like nudes, but I like when they have a warm undertone, and this one does. So there it is there. It is quite light, but it looks really pretty, especially if you have like a smoky eye. This is gorgeous. And I wanted to mention this because I feel like the newer colors are definitely more comfortable to wear. I wasn't really a fan of the older formulation, but this one I really love. This one I have no problems recommending to you guys because I love the color, I love the formula, and if you want to try out the Colourpop Ultra Matte lipsticks, I would say give it a go because I feel like the formula has changed, especially with the newer colors. I don't know if the older colors, they changed the formula of those, but the newer ones, yes, they are just so beautiful. So those are my favorites, guys. I know this was a super long one. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.